Morning, guys. Actually, it's afternoon, and I'm wearing the robe of no return. That doesn't mean that I couldn't bring it back. This is actually a bathrobe I bought off Amazon for my daughter, and it looked so beautiful in the picture. And as you see here, it's probably kind of brown and bluish, but it's a garish, pinky, horrid. It looks like candy buttons color. My daughter got this. She's like, I'm sure it looked better when you saw it online. It's very cozy, but it's the kind of robe you will die in. Like once you put this on, it's called the hopeless robe. It's like, I'm never coming out of bed again. Check it out. It is nice and cozy, but it's not attractive in the least. I happened to be home today, and I was doing my bills. I have a habit of taking my bills and putting them aside, and I've been putting them aside in different places since I moved the computer. So today I finally got to them, one of them of which was my homeowner's insurance bill. Because when thou art a homeowner, thou pays a lot of other bills, like, house alarm, insurance, etc., etc. And this is from my insurance company. I mean, if you can see, it's a lovely salmon color. And I guess it's about increasing your premium. According to an article published May 11, 2016 on propertycasualty360.com, dog bites and other dog-related injuries accounted for more than 1/3 of all homeowners' insurance liability claim dollars paid out in 2015, costing in excess of $570 million. The average cost paid out for each dog bite claim nationwide was $37,214 in 2015. To keep premiums reasonable for our valued policyholders, before you or your tenants choose a new dog to become part of your families, kindly check our risky dog list found under insured, current insured, questionnaires. Dogs risky. Dogs risky is underscored. Once you have adopted your new dog, kindly complete a dog questionnaire and send it to your agent. All dogs 4 months of age or older in New York State are to be licensed, whether or not they are running at large, and are to be kept up to date with their rabies vaccinations. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you can get a citation for killing. I don't have one. For killing, running over a dog, but not for cats, snakes, turtles. Another good reason not to have a dog. Yeah, so I'm home. And the insurance thing with the dog reminded me of that, the old joke, which Inspector Clouseau used in one of his Pink Panther movies. Does your dog bite? And the guy says no. And then the dog bites the guy, and then Clouseau goes, I thought you said that dog didn't bite. Oh, that is not my dog. I thought it was funny. I'm not the greatest at speaking French, but Clouseau cracks me up. Even the little Italian guy who did the Clouseau, the comedian who did Johnny Stecchino, even him doing Clouseau was funny. Even Steve Martin, to me, is funny. Maybe I have that innate British amusement gene that makes anything the least bit French funny. What else? Like I said, home today. Nothing happening. The weather is not as promised. The weather was supposed to be 69 degrees in zone 12 and no rain. Well, there's no rain, but it's been thinking about it all morning. And what have I been doing with myself? Well, I went for my massage yesterday with Patty, and that was good. And so I've been chipping away at my other bills, trying to figure out how I can afford 2 massages a month, because this is not an insurance thing. The first thing someone said to me when I told them I was getting massages was, "Oh, is it recommended?" I really don't believe in traditional treatments. I take a ton of medicinals. I take a lot of supplements, and as anybody with the condition knows, insurance is absolutely crazy. I waited 5 months to get approval on shots for my knee, and the company has to call me to get approval from me to send it to the doctor. And they've been leaving messages without telling me who they were. Finally today, when I was home, they sent a message, like, I realized who it was. And then, of course, I couldn't get hold of them. And then when I got on, the voicemail message had an echo, so it sounded like I was in the caverns of hell. Please enter your data. Please enter your data. Please. And I did get a live person who I guess was very stressed and spoke so fast that I couldn't catch what she was saying. So I asked her, could you please slow down? And then she started talking like this, like I was around the bend and deaf. No, I just couldn't catch what she was saying, which she probably says 50 times a day, 50 times an hour to people. So anyway, shots are scheduled. And, this is the first time I think I've said, been watching the YouTube, been watching a lot of Allo, which is a 1980s British comedy series. Only the British could make this. It's on YouTube. There's been like 3 views, no comments. I guess either you get it or you don't. It's British people in the 80s pretending to be British people during wartime, pretending to be French people. And since everybody's speaking French, supposed to be speaking French, they're speaking English with a French accent. And then the Germans are speaking English with a German accent. And they have a character on there who doesn't speak French well because he's initially English. So he says good morning, and he mispronounces everything, like, pleased to meet you. It's funnier if you watch it. And then they had something I was watching today where they were pretending to learn Spanish. Now you have people who are supposed to be speaking German, which are Englishmen with a German accent, pretending to be speaking Spanish, which just meant they talked higher and faster in English. So it's a little twisty. And then they also have some English characters on there. So when they do the people who are speaking English, they get very polite, like, hello, chaps, and all that stuff. So what's going on in the world? I don't know, and I don't care. I put on my Facebook this morning, they can give the medals to people who want to show up. Fortunately, if I don't feel well, I have enough sick time stored at work that I can take a day off. And it turned out to be a day of, like I said, bill paying, talking on the phone to insurance companies. So I figured I'd give a chat and show you the Robe of Death. If anyone's familiar with Gay Wilson, he was a sick cartoonist. I think he used to do cartoons for National Lampoon. And he had these twisted cartoons about like cyclopsy things and sort of Lovecraftian people waiting at the bus stop. He had a cartoon about a guy who was swallowed by his suit. It was just like a series of stills with no captioning, and the guy slowly vanished until only the suit was left. That's what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing the Robe of Death, and now the colors seem to be coming through a little better. So I hope everybody's having a decent week. It's Wednesday. We didn't have much happening out here for Memorial Day, though I have heard fireworks in Zone 12 for the last few weekends. Coming up on Sunday is a fundraiser in Patchogue at the Fireman's Park. It's called Blockfest, and that has some music going on, and there'll be people there from the radio station, and some nonprofits will be there also, and some vendors, and that's what I intend to do this Sunday. Until then, this is Mrs. Chester signing off and continuing the internet practice. Thanks for being here.